The principle of double jeopardy is a cornerstone of many legal systems, including New Zealand's. This principle ensures that individuals cannot be subjected to the ordeal of multiple prosecutions or punishments for the same offence. It is a testament to the fundamental belief that once a person has been tried and either acquitted or convicted, they should be free from the shadow of further legal proceedings. This principle is not merely an abstract legal concept, but a practical safeguard against the immense power of the state. It ensures fairness and protects against potential abuse of the legal process. The principle of double jeopardy finds its roots in ancient common law, predating even the Magna Carta of 1215. This long-standing principle reflects a deep-seated societal aversion to the idea of repeated prosecutions, which could be used to harass individuals or pressure them into confessing. It recognizes the inherent injustice of allowing the state multiple attempts to secure a conviction, potentially wearing down a defendant's resources and resolve. In New Zealand, the principle of double jeopardy is enshrined in Section 26 of the New Zealand Bill of Rights Act, 1990. This provision acts as a bulwark against arbitrary state action, safeguarding the rights of the accused and ensuring the finality of judicial decisions. It underscores the importance of providing closure to both the accused and the victims, recognizing that the pursuit of justice should not come at the expense of fundamental freedoms. This essay will delve into the complexities of double jeopardy in New Zealand. It will examine the scope of its protections, explore the exceptions to the rule, and analyze the ongoing debate surrounding potential reforms. By understanding the nuances of double jeopardy, we can better appreciate its role in upholding justice and safeguarding individual rights. Section 26 of the New Zealand Bill of Rights Act 1990 stands as a cornerstone of our legal system's commitment to fairness and the protection of individual rights. This section states unequivocally that no one who has been finally acquitted or convicted of an offence shall be tried or punished for it again. This simple yet powerful statement encapsulates the essence of double jeopardy, ensuring that the state cannot subject individuals to the ordeal of repeated prosecutions for the same alleged wrongdoing. The protection afforded by Section 26 is twofold. Firstly, it prohibits the retrial of an individual for the same offence after a final acquittal or conviction. This means that once a court of competent jurisdiction has rendered a verdict, the matter is considered res judicata, meaning it cannot be litigated again. This safeguard prevents the prosecution from having a second bite at the apple and ensures that individuals are not subjected to the mental anguish and financial burden of defending themselves against the same charges repeatedly. Secondly, Section 26 prohibits the imposition of multiple punishments for the same offence. This aspect of double jeopardy ensures that a person who has already served their sentence or otherwise been punished for a crime cannot be subjected to further penalties for the same conduct. This provision recognizes that punishment should be commensurate with the crime and that individuals should not be subjected to excessive or arbitrary sanctions. However, it is important to note that Section 26 is not absolute in its application. The New Zealand legal system recognizes that there are exceptional circumstances where the interests of justice may require revisiting a case, even if it means potentially infringing on the principle of double jeopardy. These exceptions are narrowly construed and subject to rigorous legal scrutiny, ensuring that they are only invoked in the most compelling circumstances. While the principle of double jeopardy stands as a cornerstone of our legal system, New Zealand law recognizes that there are exceptional circumstances where the interests of justice may necessitate a departure from this rule. These exceptions, however, are narrowly construed and subject to rigorous legal scrutiny to ensure they are not invoked lightly or without compelling justification. One such exception arises in cases of tainted acquittals, where the original acquittal was secured through corrupt means such as perjury, witness tampering, or jury intimidation. In such instances, the integrity of the judicial process itself is called into question, and allowing the acquittal to stand would undermine public confidence in the administration of justice. However, the threshold for overturning an acquittal is exceptionally high, requiring clear and convincing evidence that the original trial was fundamentally flawed due to corrupt practices. Another exception may arise when new and compelling evidence emerges after an acquittal, shedding new light on the case and potentially proving the acquitted person's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. This exception acknowledges that the pursuit of justice should not be hampered by the limitations of evidence available at the time of the original trial. However, the bar for admitting new evidence is set deliberately high, requiring that the evidence be both materially relevant and sufficiently compelling to potentially alter the outcome of the case. The courts have grappled with these exceptions in numerous cases, seeking to strike a delicate balance between upholding the principle of double jeopardy and ensuring that justice is served. Each case is assessed on its merits with careful consideration given to the specific facts, the nature of the evidence, and the potential prejudice to the accused. The courts remain vigilant in safeguarding the rights of the accused while acknowledging the need to maintain public confidence in the integrity of the judicial system. The case of Kevin Moore in 1992 highlights the complexities of double jeopardy and the challenges within the criminal justice system. This case sparked significant public debate and calls for reform, illustrating potential injustice when acquitted individuals are shielded from further prosecution despite compelling evidence. Kevin Moore was initially acquitted of murder, but a key witness lied under oath, leading to a wrongful acquittal. Moore was later convicted of perverting justice, but double jeopardy rules prevented a retrial for murder. This outcome left many questioning if justice was served and fueled calls for revisiting double jeopardy protections. The Moore case exposed a gap in the law, highlighting how individuals can manipulate the system to escape accountability. The case sparked outrage and calls for legislative reform. The Law Commission reviewed double jeopardy laws, balancing the right against double jeopardy with the public's interest in justice, especially in serious crimes with new evidence. Their recommendations continue to be debated. Balancing justice and finality is a delicate task. The principle of double jeopardy ensures that individuals are not subjected to repeated prosecutions, which could be both unfair and oppressive. However, it also means that once a verdict is reached, it is final, even if new evidence emerges later. This balance aims to protect the rights of the accused while maintaining the integrity of the judicial system. In New Zealand, this principle is a cornerstone of the legal framework, reflecting a commitment to both fairness and certainty. Miscarriages of justice can have devastating effects on individuals and society. In New Zealand, the legal system has mechanisms to address these errors, ensuring that those wrongfully convicted have a pathway to justice. This includes the ability to appeal convictions and seek retrials under certain circumstances. By addressing these miscarriages, the system aims to uphold the integrity of the law and protect the rights of all citizens. The principle of double jeopardy is deeply rooted in the protection of fundamental rights. It ensures that individuals are not subjected to the stress and trauma of being tried multiple times for the same offense. This principle is enshrined in New Zealand's legal framework, reflecting a commitment to fairness and justice. By upholding this right, the legal system helps to maintain public confidence and trust. When we look at double jeopardy through the lens of comparative law, we see that many jurisdictions around the world have similar protections. For example, the United States and the United Kingdom have long-standing double jeopardy principles that prevent multiple prosecutions for the same crime. However, there are variations in how these principles are applied, reflecting different legal traditions and societal values. Studying these differences can provide valuable insights into how New Zealand might refine its own approach to double jeopardy. As we look to the future, the concept of double jeopardy in New Zealand will likely continue to evolve. Legal reforms and societal changes may prompt a re-evaluation of how these protections are applied. It's essential to balance the need for justice with the protection of individual rights. Ongoing dialogue and legal scholarship will play a crucial role in shaping the future of double jeopardy in the country. By staying vigilant and adaptable, New Zealand can ensure that its legal system remains fair and just for all.